good hands. You can always rely on this guy when the going gets tough.
Welcome back to Green Flag at the Breakdown. This time around we're at Hartpury College, Gloucester Rugby's training centre, where it's freezing cold but nevertheless upbeat. First up, we're going to meet All Black second row Jeremy Thrush. First of all, I want to thank you for agreeing to sit down against this post for most of this interview, because it was getting a bit embarrassing before. I'm actually 6'8", but you did look a lot taller than how tall you are. Let's first of all, if you don't mind, rewind to the World Cup. Yeah. Were you on standby, is that right?
Yeah, I was on standby.
Does that mean you're sat by the front door with a toothbrush in your back pocket waiting for the phone to ring? What do you do?
Not much really, to be fair. We had the ITM Cup competition going anyway, so I was trying to focus on playing that, but it was kind of hard when everything was about the World Cup and the All Blacks and everything like that, so it was quite difficult. Yeah, they only took 3 locks, so they said if they had taken 4 that I would have been on the plane, so I was kind of trying to text some of the boys and try to tell them to take one of the other guys out.
Yeah,
while they're over here. But.
So you go from Super Rugby to the Aviva Premiership. First of all, how are you settling in here at Gloss?
Oh, I've settled in pretty well, actually. It's been a lot easier than I thought it would be, to be fair. The club's looked after me pretty well. I've had a fair few years in Wellington, New Zealand playing, so to have such a big change it's been quite exciting for me.
Gloucester, the club's always been, to the outsiders who've never played, there's always been a club that's there's a lot of money kicking around, it's an elite environment and all that, but proper down to earth, really good set of boys. Is that what you found?
Nah, not really.
Once Nick Wood leaves, it'll be a lot better, because he just corrects everyone's grammar all the time, punctuation.
Oh, he has a field day with me. No, the boys have been great. They've given me a bit of stick since day one, which has been good. Made me feel a bit of the group. Yeah, so it's been enjoyable.
Did you have anyone you spoke to regarding the move who'd already kind of made the move?
Did a little bit of research. There was a guy that was over here as a trainer, Mike Anthony, that was with the All Blacks.
Yeah.
So I talked to him for a little bit about it. Got in contact with John Arfile while he was here. Once I'd made the decision, caught up with Jimmy Cowan a couple of times when we played against each other, and he was just telling me it was a good environment to be around and a good place to live.
And in terms of the rugby, you seem to have taken to Premiership the style of play beautifully. I don't know how you feel about that, but how does it compare with the Super Rugby?
Yeah, I guess back home, whenever it rained or it was a little bit muddy, I used to have a bit of a smile on my face, because it kind of, tell the boys over here, it kind of brought everyone back down to my, back to my level.
I know that.
No one would be able to step you as much, especially back home with some of the backs and the boys we had back there. I would say the intensity is the same as Super Rugby. Like probably the pace is a little bit different, but that comes down to the conditions.
In terms of a highlight since your arrival, I'm presuming that your try down the right flank at Big Game 8 against Quins at Twickenham was one of them. Are you confident you actually scored that? Because I was still on the touchline. I thought there's no chance. But you got it.
Yeah, I was confident I got it. I don't think anyone else in my team thought I got it, to be fair, as I kind of celebrated and everyone kind of
thought he's acting.
Yeah, kind of looking like, oh, he's putting it on.
Yeah.
I was just a little bit unsure about all the ping pong that went on beforehand to make sure, that everything else was legit. But yeah, I got the ball down, and I never got to play at Twickenham for the All Blacks against England or anything like that. So to go out there and play in a game like that in front of that many people was pretty special. Yeah.
What do you think is kind of an acceptable place for Gloucester to finish this season?
We want to finish in that top 6, and for me, I kind of hold myself with high expectations of the way I play and the way I go about things. And when I go somewhere, I try to make sure that try to bring people to that level, or help them realise what they can achieve themselves. So I want to make sure the time that I'm here at this club that we're achieving goals that we want to, and making finals or competitions and winning cups.
I'm sure I don't need to tell you this, you already know, but I'm a co-host of a Premiership Rugby highlight show on a Sunday night. There was a bit of stuff going around because I was talking you up so aggressively after some of your performances that it got called the Thrush Crush. And I want to allay any fears you might have. I've met you in the flesh, you're not my type at all.
Oh, no?
Way too hairy and not into it. But thanks for the chat, mate. Good luck.
Thank you.
Cheers, mate.
Thank you.